building is actually composed of 3 structures which are integrated together. We're standing in the original structure, which was one of twin mansions that was built in the mid 1800s, built by 2 brothers. You can see that it stops at the archway. This was the original mansion, and it's got 3 floors associated with it. But when you walk in, this is our box office area, our office area, and this is our internet cafe area. So if you're waiting for shows to start, or if you're just popping in during the day for a bite to eat, this is a fantastic lounge area. And then when you walk down here, you enter through the archway. This was the second structure, which was originally built in the early 1900s, which was intended to be a fraternal order of the Orioles meeting hall. And you can see this is a much larger meeting hall space. The Orioles organization never really got off the ground, and so they eventually sold the building, and it became the first ever Harrisburg Jewish Community Center. In the maybe 1950s up through the mid 1970s, it was the Police Athletic League building, and then it had sat vacant since about the early 1980s. As we've been doing renovations, we've had a lot of contractors and bankers and just older Harrisburg folk coming in, going, oh, I got bar mitzvahed here, or I learned how to box here. So it's the building has a soul and a history, which we've really tried to sort of tap into and bring back. All of our shelving is the original plumbing from the building.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Look at the piping. Yeah.
The wood across the front of the bar here was reclaimed wood from underneath the stage upstairs.
The column, you've done a nice job of preserving the original. You got a sense of the original grandeur of the space too.
Absolutely.
Nothing covered up, everything exposed and open.
Right.
And the floors.
A lot of people said, how did you get marble floors? And it's not. It's the original concrete of the building that's been polished and finished. So
it's so nice.
A lot of people
clean, maintained, but also
and a lot of people
shimmery.
They say, I didn't know concrete could do that. So
I think you have to really work to get it to do that. It requires a lot of sort of. Hey, let's look at the menu since we're here.
Yeah. So our food service approach is a very strong emerging trend in the industry called fast casual. On the lower end of fast casual, you have things like Panera Bread and Chipotle. But then on the higher end, if you've ever been to the Trobes Brewery in Hershey, it's the same concept. It's a gourmet grade menu. It's not a traditional table service restaurant.
Right.
So you place an order, you get your food. We're an events focused facility. So the idea is to not have you tied up with a lot of time of getting a table, being waited on, things like that. This is our executive chef, Louis Ray. This originally was a kitchen in the facility, but it was obviously, a kitchen in the 1920s. Yeah. So we basically gutted it. Pretty much had all of our kitchen equipment custom made. It's a custom built 17-foot hood. If you would see the vents outside, it looks like 2 jet engines that would make the building take off.
Yeah, this is incredible. None of this was here when I toured about a month ago. I'm not quite sure.
We
must have had stuff. Truck after truck loading machinery.
Actually, it came in pretty quick. I'm not sure if you can see here. They covered it. No, they did. But the original dumbwaiters for going upstairs are still there, and we plan to utilize them in the future when we finish upstairs expansion and we can offer events upstairs for our disabled patrons. When you can come up the ramp, use the door straight to the elevator, which opens on both sides, so up to the venue. So there's minimal fuss to access the venue. Of course, we have our beautiful sculpture garden here, which John and Gary have for years now offered a very local friendly environment for artists to display their works as well as sell them. We take minimal to no commissions on local artwork. So that's
and that's why the bar is the gallery bar. Gallery bar at the kitchen.
Absolutely.
So the restrooms we had were an interesting challenge to put together. Trying to maintain some elegant design while still being ADA compliant. Lovely indirect lights.
But really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything touch-free and new tiles.
In terms of the next phase, the hope is September, right? It is.
Well, we are on schedule to achieve occupancy and usage of the room within the next handful of weeks. And the room will still require some work, but what that will allow us to do is what I refer to as non-concert grade events. The next phase after that is to do the treatment of the room to be a good neighbor and not have our concerts, blowing out the neighborhood. Yeah. So we're going to really strive to keep as much of the character of the room as we can. We're going to put glass plating over the windows so that you can still see the windows and have the natural light come in, but they're acoustically sealed. We have some sound seal work to do on the door, but that's also not a lot of heavy lifting. The cosmetic work and the mechanical work has largely all been done. That's upstairs already. We're basically looking at finishing to put it together. The problem with the concert aspect is that touring acts are booking Q4 now. And it's because we don't have a room to offer them at the moment, we're kind of missing that window. But we have our first wedding booked in September up there.
Ooh, all right.
We are going to be having some dance type events. We've had some ballroom dancing organizations frothing at the mouth to get into that room. So there's a lot of things that are on tap which we can do without having the concert grade renovations complete.
Sure.
Hi everybody, my name is Chuck London and I'm the guy you don't see very much around town because I don't live here, but I'm one of the partners who started this project more than 8 years ago. And every time I leave this town, I leave a little piece of my heart behind because every time I come here, since I don't come here all the time, I come down the street and I see how this area has become so amazingly developed and amazingly come up from a dark place, and it's a bright, bright place. And I'm very, very happy and proud to be a part of this project, and that's about it for me. But thank you, and I hope that this project brings to Harrisburg some new life, and I love the new life that I keep seeing coming to the city through the years, and the old life that was what attracted us to the city in the first place. So, first person on the list is the mayor of this fine city, Eric Poppin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. This is an incredibly exciting day. If you haven't yet had a chance to go inside, it's an extraordinary transformation. Absolutely amazing. The kitchen is going to bring to Midtown something that we've been missing, which is a walk-in, family-friendly restaurant that's going to be open starting at 4 o'clock every day of the week and even earlier on the weekends. Eventually, we're going to phase in lunch, hopefully in September, and eventually there's going to be another phase to this project, which is going to be the incredible concerts and auditorium space up on the 3rd floor. I was just here about 4 weeks ago. I think John took me on a tour, and let me say, what the work that has happened over the past several weeks is incredible. I could see the bones. We saw the wiring. We saw the beginnings of the bathrooms. It is state of the art. That kitchen there is extraordinary. The menu is amazing. Everything is reasonably priced. I'm looking forward to the Midtown Burger with the beer battered fries. That'll be the first choice. And then the chef recommends the fried chicken with biscuits and gravy.
And the Cowboy Reuben.
Oh, and the Cowboy Reuben, I know. So it's an incredible menu, also a diversity affair like no other around. I want to say this represents the fruition of years of perseverance, and John and his partners really need to be praised for not only for their vision to be able to see this, but for their willingness to stick to it. I think lesser individuals would have given up years ago, and I will put myself in the position of one who was a doubter at the time. It looked dark. It looked like it was not going to happen. It all started out, then the real estate crash hit. The finances of the country became more difficult, but then we began to see glimmers of light that brought me back. And we have to see this project in the context of all the other amazing investment that is happening right here in Midtown Harrisburg. I know all of you have been to the new Millworks. It's an extraordinary project within walking distance from here. You have the Susquehanna Art Museum, which is a gorgeous facility, which is only going to attract more and more visitors over time. You've got obviously plans for Education Row, which are coming up here for North 3rd Street. You have plans to renovate the Ron Brown School, which are coming up here. Things aren't even finished, and it is this ripple effect of project after project after project, all bringing a critical mass of visitors, all coming to Midtown for the unique experience, the unique urban experience unlike anything else in the entire central Pennsylvania region. So we are honored and we are thrilled to welcome the kitchen to the neighborhood. I want to say one more thing. The kitchen here represents over 30 new jobs just in this phase alone. Everybody already knows Stay John Her, but 30 new jobs right here for the kitchen, a brand new beautiful entrance, and the possibility for dozens, if not scores more jobs when we get to the next phase of things. Also, John has stood up and he's made a commitment to pay everyone here a living wage. He's paying no less than $10 an hour, even for the dishwashers and anyone who's really doing anything here at the kitchen. And I think that is leadership by example. So, thank you, gentlemen, for your investments. I know I am going to be here with my family. It is family friendly. It's a wonderful space. Look, you walk right up to the counter, you order, you take your food, you can sit outside at the picnic tables, you can enjoy the beautiful historic adaptive reuse of the building and the building next door, and you can hopefully eventually go to some of the premier shows for the region, some of the most incredible live entertainment which will be coming soon in the fall. So stick around, walk around, and congratulations on this wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
Yes.
So now it is my pleasure to introduce the Dauphin. I'm speaking like a
that's
French.
good.
Dauphin.
I like
Dauphin.
myself.
Dauphin. I'm very French.
Very favorite.
The County Commissioner, Mike Priest.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for
Thank
being
you very
here.
much.
Mayor, Commissioner.
Congratulations. Mayor, great comments as always.
Thanks.
I enjoy hearing you speak, as I always do. Folks, today Harrisburg adds another jewel to its Midtown crown. And as a Dauphin County Commissioner, I'm very pleased to be here representing my colleagues and the 270,000 residents of Dauphin County. As the mayor said, there's going to be 30 full-time employees here. This is a $5 million commitment. Let's have a special thanks for John and Mike for putting their money where their mouth is, for giving back to the community. We need more folks like this to make this region even better. But Mayor, under your leadership, this city continues to grow by leaps and bounds, and I'm glad to work with you because we get a lot more done when we work together in a joint cooperative manner. At this time, I'd like to read this proclamation into the record and present it to Mike and John. We, the Dauphin County Board of Commissioners, are delighted to join with co-owners Mike Giblin and John Traynor as members of the community at large in most warmly welcoming Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center's new, much anticipated restaurant, The Kitchen, to Midtown Harrisburg and to our capital county. Whereas located at 1110 North 3rd Street in Harrisburg, this 150-seat restaurant featuring locally grown food and a charming outside courtyard adds to the center's appeal and makes it a destination for both dining and live entertainment. Whereas from Southern-inspired cuisine to artisan cocktails, The Kitchen offers the best in casual dining at a one-of-a-kind restaurant and entertainment center in the heart of Harrisburg. Whereas we deeply appreciate the Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center's investment in our community and recognize its significant contribution to the local economy, we proudly join the 270,000 residents of Dauphin County in commemorating the opening of the Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center's new eatery, The Kitchen, and in wishing its owners and employees enduring success. And in grateful recognition thereof, we are pleased to proclaim May 15th, 2015 as The Kitchen at Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center grand opening day in Dauphin County. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now it's my privilege to introduce to you my two partners. We'll start with John Traynor, who someone I've known personally for over 30 years and is a dear friend. And this place is a place of the heart, and he's going to tell you all about his part of it, and then we'll meet our other partner. These are two of our three other partners.
thank you all for coming. I just want to thank the mayor and the commissioner for being here. This has been a long time coming. We've had our ups and downs, but I'm thrilled that we're finally getting through this second phase, waiting for the third phase of the upstairs balcony. It's been a project that I felt very deeply that we could achieve and worked very hard for that. As the mayor alluded to a short moment ago, the economics of the country with the recession that we went through put this project on hold, and we had many ups and downs, but now we're happy to say through a lot of hard work we were able to continue with the funding of the project, and I'm just thrilled that today we celebrate the opening of the kitchen. And with that, I would also like to thank Chuck London, Michael Giblin, and Gary Bartlett, my partners, who have really stood by us and worked hard to make this dream come true. So thank you all for coming. And Michael?
Let me introduce Michael. Michael Giblin, most of you probably know him because he's the guy who has lived here for a long, long time. And Michael Giblin is not only a project manager, knows the world of corporate inside and out, but he also is a working, active, traveling musician, which fits right into our whole program. Michael?
Thank you. Yes, as Chuck indicated, I'm pretty much a lifelong resident of the Harrisburg area. My family moved here in the mid-1970s, and I've watched Harrisburg go through all of its ups and downs in the last 40 years. I remember when City Island was a clump of trees and overgrown footpaths. So I'm very excited to be part of something here which is helping to grab a hold of a almost forgotten part of Harrisburg and restore some of the early 20th century grandeur that Harrisburg had going for it. As Chuck indicated, I've been a touring musician for almost 30 years, and I've played in venues all around the world. And I've always said that Harrisburg is a great place to come home to, but now I'm extremely proud to be part of something which lets me say Harrisburg is just a great place to come to. HMAC represents an emerging trend in the entertainment industry, which is taking buildings like this and repurposing them away from traditional theater environments and integrating all of the aspects of a patron of the arts night out into one space. So from concerts to visual art events to theatrical events, community outreach events, this is a space which is unique in central Pennsylvania, unique in the region between Philadelphia and Harrisburg altogether. It is a fantastically unique space. It is a fantastically unique vision. So I'm just pleased to be part of this wonderful renaissance of Midtown Harrisburg that the mayor just spoke of. So thank you all, and I look forward to many great things with all of you.
So now we get on to the great moment, and I hope everyone comes and visits often. Me?
Yes, you do it. Well,
Me?
yes. Well, hold on.
I should say moi.
We have to do it dramatically. That's can we count down?
Okay.
So we're gonna count down.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Are we ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.